Hey guys, it's VicMerc with Tim Relinquish. Today I'm back here at Legendary Phoenix Games. Played in their case tournament for Photon Hypernova. I ended up coming first after Swiss, and then we ended up splitting top four, but I still ended up taking first place. So for prize support, I got 3 boxes. I guess it was more of a half case tournament. I got 3 boxes and 24 packs of OTS Pack 20. I pulled broken from those levels. But let's talk about my matchups real fast. I play Kashtira. The deck is great. The deck was great all day. I think I may have only lost one game 2 today. I pretty much killed everybody. Round 1, I ended up playing against the store owner. I sponsored him to play. Playing Guru. He ended up topping as well, so that's cool. Round 2, I played against Dino. I 2-0'd them. Round 3, I played against Hero. I 2-0'd them. Round 4, I drew against Rika Sun Avalon. That was a friend, Bradley, so it's whatever. Round 5, played against Tier. I lied. I lost game 1 against Tier. Won game 2 and game 3. And then top 8, I played against Sprite. I 2-0'd them. And then top 4, I was supposed to play the mirror match, but we ended up splitting, so it worked out.
Alrighty.
Let's go on with the deck profile.
Let's do this.
Now, of course, starting off, triple unicorn. Of course, this is the card you really want to see going first. This or Fenrir if you have birth, but this card is busted all day. Of course, triple Fenrir. Same thing as this card you want to see turn 1. Same thing with triple Rise Heart. These are only 3 of the Kashtira cards. All day, it was actually pretty good. Next, for extender ones, I do play 2 Scareclaw Kashtira and 1 Tier Element Kashtira. This comes up at 2 more often than this would, just because I can summon an attack from defense, kills Baguska in case one gets banished or anything, or I don't have access to one. It's easier to get it. So that's it for the cash monsters. Next is 3D Shifter. Of course, we're playing old format, so we're still playing against Tier Elements.
The MVP.
But this card, it was broken against every matchup today. I think game 1 against Dinos, D-Shifted on Ogre after search. Game 2 against Dinos, D-Shifter again, just winning games. Next hand trap is, of course, Triple Ash. This card is broken this format, and also the format that starts tomorrow. This card just let me outplay stuff that I should not have outplayed. And then the last 2 monsters are double Lava Golem. Of course, if I go second, this outs most fields, so this worked out pretty well. Especially under Shifter, it was just more fun just to banish all their stuff. Next, for spells. Of course, 3 Wraith Soth, and 1 Terraforming. I only had 1 before the tournament. I ended up borrowing 2, and now I own 2. Well, now I own all 3, so now I'm good. Other Kashtira cards, you need to play 3 Theoses, at least game 1. You can side one of these out going second because it is kind of dead unless you have a monster on field. But other than that, this card was great all day. 3 Birth. At first, I was only going to play 2 of it once I got the last 2 field spells, but this was actually great at 3. Once again, it's also an easy card to side 1 out if you're going second. Next, for consistency, 3 Prosperity. Now, there's one card in my extra deck that I do want a card that I wanted to play in my extra deck, but I just don't have, the Infinite Track. That makes this card a little bit better just because you can banish that and equip it under a Rise Heart, and then it can't be destroyed by a card effect. Next, going second cards, triple Book of Eclipse. This is great for the mirror match, great for tier, great for anything for the most part. And double talents. This card does conflict with Prosperity just a little bit, just because you can't draw after using Prosperity, but being able to take a monster from the field, take a card from their hand is still broken. Next, the last 4 cards I play are 4 traps, the 1 Big Bang. I was thinking about possibly playing 2 of this just because the effect on the field to make each player go down to only 1 monster, if there's a cash exceeds monster on the field, is actually pretty good. But I'll have to test with it. And then 3 Imperm. Need a hand traps. I played 42 in the main deck. Extra deck, of course. Gotta rep my tokens. Gotta rep my team. Starting off with the extra deck, I played the 1 Synchro, 1 Baron, the Flare. I actually summoned this once today against Tier. It was mainly just to deal damage and have a negate for their turn because they're pretty much top decking. But it's really there in case you get hit with D-Bear. They call it Z's. And you have Ash in hand, and you're just able to play. Next would be the 3 links I played. So double Lingrivo. And then the 1 Donner Dagger for Hire. This card, of course, is for Ibley. In case you play against a mirror match or anyone that's main decking or playing Ibley. Or, of course, when you side in Ibley, since I side 3 myself. It worked out pretty well today. Donner, same thing. It's just a generic link that can out cards as well. I use it against Dino player to out the field spell. After getting rid of the token with it, it was good to go from there. Next for the XZs. Now, of course, double Shangri-Era, double Rise Heart. You have to play at least 2 of each of these. They're both broken cards. Almost every turn 1 play, it's going to end up with this and this on field. Locking off zones is a little busted. And also, a Rise Heart being a macrocosmos is busted as well. They think they're done with Shifter, and they're like, never mind.
Strong.
Next the last 2 ones I played at 2 were the Zeus. I need a second ulti. You have to play 2 of this as well. I've hit so many Zeus today from their extra deck, and then they were like, well, I can't out your field now. I was like, cool. Now the rest are just a one of. I played the 1 Titanic Moth. This was just in case when getting close to time, or if I had to deal the last little bit of damage, attack directly, burn from their hand as well. The 1 Big Eye, I would play 2 of this if I had a second one, but just whatever. I didn't play any mirror matches today, so no one could hit it. The 1 Dark Arm, Dragon of Annihilation. This card's just good for outing problematic back row and stuff. And also you can banish that Theosis off it from the grave, so you can get cards back as well. The 1, number 89, Mind Hacker. I was playing 2 of this at first before that Titanic Moth. But the second one never really came up, so I just ended up taking it out. And then the last one is the Flare Metal, of course, for time. Never came up today, which is good. For side deck, now, of course, side deck is player preference. It all depends on what you decide to play, your locals or the events you're going to. For me, I decided triple Ibley for going first. Most decks in this format, once they have Ibley on field, they can't do much, especially if you lock up the 4 other zones. There's nothing that they can do. And also, 3 Nibs for going second. It's great against Cash. It's great against Tier if you have D-Shifter already live. It's good against other rogue decks and everything. Now, for spells, I did the 1 Feather Duster for, of course, spell and trap removal, and then double Raigeki. Raigeki's a busted card this format. It outs pretty much any field. Especially with D-Shifter, Tier just dies. Actually, I did that today.
Plus, I love
Next.
when they have the Omni Negate and you play it, and it's like, go ahead, use it.
Yeah.
And then you still have full combo in hand, you're just like, go ahead, use your Omni Negate.
It works. Now, triple evenly match. Of course, going second. Clear any field because no one's really putting Omni Negates on field for the most part. And triple Judgment for going first. I just needed going first cards. This stops, of course, Book of Eclipse, Raigeki, evenly and everything. So you gotta have something since there's not really Omni Negates in this deck. But that's it with the deck and everything. For the most part, everything went well today. I went, 401 in Swiss, and then 1 out on Top Cut for the most part. It was a pretty good day.
All right.
Hi guys. Of course, shout out to my boy Hazani Cayetano. He got top 8 at the Hollywood, Florida regional. That cool stuff. Happy for him. Too bad his deck is now dead. But yeah, shout out to everybody else on the team. Shout out to Austin for holding the tournament. Wherever he's at right now.
Gotcha.
And yeah, signing off guys.